Dvonn, I believe is how we're going for it. Alright, so we've been playing some Gipf style games. It's Yinch, Zertz, Chazar, Gipf. So there's games in this family of games. Alright. Dvonn is a stacking game where the number of stacks and the mobility of the remaining stacks is continuously declining. Like the other games in the Gipf series, it can be real brain burner, but can also be played pretty casually. Let's see the official rules. Alright. The fourth game of Project Gipf for 2 players. Build stacks, try to control your opponent's pieces, and above all, remain linked to the red Dvonn pieces. That's what you have to keep in mind. If you do not, well, you may suddenly see quite a few of your pieces disappear from the board. Be aware of everything your opponent does, but don't forget to watch your step too. If you do not, well, you may end up being forced to make moves you really don't want to make, and then strange things can happen. Alright. Got 23 white pieces, 23 black pieces, 3 red Dvonn pieces, 1 game board, and 1 rulebook. Alright. Aim. Control as many pieces as possible by stacking them on top of each other, and try to keep your stacks linked to the red Dvonn pieces. When no more moves can be made, the player who controls the most pieces wins the game. Preparation. Draw lots to determine who begins. This will be determined for us. Starting player takes 2 Dvonn pieces and the 23 white pieces. The other player takes the remaining Dvonn pieces and 23 black pieces. Place the board horizontally between the players. Okay, yeah. The first phase, placing pieces. The game starts with an empty board. The players take turns placing their pieces on the board. One at a time, they must start with the Dvonn pieces, and then continue with their own color. White, first Dvonn piece. Black, second Dvonn piece. White, third Dvonn piece. Black, first move. White, first move. Black, second move, and so on. A piece may be put on any vacant space without restriction. When all the pieces are placed on the board, all spaces will be occupied. This is the end of the first phase. Alright, so we're just placing them down. The second phase, stacking pieces. Important. The player who started the first phase also starts the second phase. In other words, I don't know what I mean in other words. After white has put their last piece on the board, they must immediately play again. Then the player alternates turns, as black is the first to put a piece on their own color on the board in the first phase. So now it's white who may first move one of their pieces. 2. Each turn a player must move 1 piece or 1 stack. They may only move 1 piece or stack of their own color. When 2 or more pieces are stacked on top of each other, the color of the topmost piece determines who owns the stack, and thus which player may move it. A single piece may move 1 space in any direction, but only to an occupied space, i.e. the top of another piece or stack of any color. A stack must always be moved as a whole and moves as many spaces as there are pieces in the stack. Thus, a stack of 3 pieces, regardless of their color, must be moved exactly 3 spaces. Just like a single piece, a stack may be moved in any direction, but always in a straight line. And 5. A move may never end in an empty space, but it is allowed to move across 1 or more empty spaces when making a move. Each space must be counted, no matter whether it is empty or occupied. 6. Important. A piece or stack that is surrounded on all 6 sides may not be moved. So at the beginning of the game, only the pieces at the edge of the board may move. The pieces that are not positioned at the edge remain blocked for as long as they remain completely surrounded. Cool. All right, 7. A single Dvonn piece may not be moved, but a piece or a single Dvonn piece may not be moved, but a piece or stack may move on top of it. When a Dvonn piece is part of a stack, it is perfectly legal to move the stack containing the Dvonn piece. But, as explained above, only the player who controls the stack. You may not pass a turn unless you cannot make any more moves. Losing pieces. Alright, not too much more here. This seems somewhat easier than the other ones so far. Maybe we've just played more. Alright. Losing pieces. Pieces and stacks must somehow remain in contact with at least one Dvonn piece to remain in play. In contact means there must always be a link directly or through a chain of other pieces with at least one Dvonn piece. Each and every piece and or stack that is not linked to any of the Dvonn pieces must be removed from the board at once. Be careful, it may happen with a great number of pieces are suddenly removed as a result of one single move. 2. All removed pieces go out of the game. It doesn't matter who makes the move through which the pieces and or stacks become isolated. Watch out for this, especially in the endgame, since you may not pass. You may be forced to make a move that isolates one or more of your own stacks. All three Dvonn pieces remain in play until the end of the game, even if one of them becomes isolated, as it will always remain in contact with itself. And the end of the game. The players must play for as long as they can do so. 10 hours. Alright. If one player can't make a move anymore, the other must continue to play until they too have made their very last move possible. In a rare event, the player who must pass gets the opportunity to make a move again. They must do so. This can happen when one or more of their pieces are blocked or surrounded. The game ends when the last move is made. When this stage is reached, each player puts all the stacks they control on top of each other. The player with the highest stack wins. The game wins the game, regardless of the color of the pieces in the stack. Cool. If both players end up with equal stacks, then the game ends in a tie. If the stacks are equally high, or if the difference is only one piece, then do count the pieces to be sure. As a result of the manufacturing process, the pieces, their thickness may differ slightly. This is online. Have fun. Alright. That makes sense. I understood those rules as I read them. Alright. Let's see if these boards look better. This board looks a little weird, but whatever. Alright, so then I put one down, and then so all this makes sense. I'm not sure about strategy yet, besides capturing some pieces. So how many of these? I think it's a 23, right? Yeah. Wait a minute. Okay. I need to make sure how capturing works again. Yeah, the rules aren't that too long. Alright, so capturing. They just move, yeah, the same amount of, they just move in stacks. That makes sense. Gotta remember to hit done. You have a good Thanksgiving? Nice. Get away from me. Leave me be. You definitely got some center control. I'm not sure if center control or around the red ring control makes more sense.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Yeah, we are. Oh yeah, I should have. I didn't miss that one. Alright, so I believe it's your turn, as the clock and the rules indicate. What is this? Oh yeah, only the ones on the outside. I forgot about that. Damn. Yeah. Okay. Big stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. Take that. What? Why can't I put that one on it? What? I can't pick up that top left one that has 2 for whatever reason.
How did you do that?
So if they're not in a connect chain with the red one, then every piece gets off the board. So I lost some too. Just like that. And now I don't have one.
Rude. Very rude, say. I didn't pick up anything?
It's your turn, so you only have one piece to pick up. So if you, I'm not sure.
It's not letting me pick up anything.
That top one?
I have no local moves.
That was the only move it let me do.
Still have
Yeah, so it said there could be a point where. I'm not exactly sure what that does. Nice. Cool. I really liked. That's probably one of my favorite ones out of them, just because it gets smaller and smaller throughout the game. That's a.
yeah.
But with stacking, it's pretty cool too. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. Cool, Dvonn. We'll definitely do that. Well, yeah, we'll do a lot of these in the future, but try to make sure we do that one.